And finally, how do we measure success of all our efforts? If we've applied the strategy, how do we know that we're succeeding?
Great question. Well, from a short-term perspective, there are things, of course, we can look for, like, are my messages getting responses? Are people opening the message I send? So that's something like, most CRM tools will allow you to do. Just to know, like, all right, is something happening here, or am I just kind of, speaking out into the ether and no one's paying attention to me? There definitely is something that we need to be careful about. Long term, it's something that you have to have a lot of faith in, that looking off the back of the boat, as I can in my career, the most amazing things happen in my life because I can look back and say, well, it was because of that person or that relationship, or because I met that person for coffee, or I got that introduction. And so there's a certain amount of trust that we have to have. And usually we can look back in our career so far and identify the certain things that have happened because of those relationships, and have faith that will work for us longer term. Now, of course, we do have to go and have to do a check-in, every few months with our goals and saying, hey, has something happened that has netted towards our goals, right? If not, maybe there's a strategy shift. Maybe I have to be careful about the relationships I'm building. Maybe I have to focus my efforts. Maybe I have to find different ways of adding value. For me, I thought that sending out a personal newsletter to all my relationships, that would work really well. And it did for a period of time, and then people stopped responding. So I saw that strategy wasn't working anymore. So now I focus a lot more on building personal relationships or sending books to people I care about. So I'm much more tactical around that. So as long as we're doing that check-in to say, hey, am I getting the results, in the interim basis or long term, we can be in much better shape.